Alright guys, hi Pinky, hello Sushila, hi, thanks for joining. So we are just waiting for few more participants to join, and this is just a warm-up question. We have discussed this yesterday also. Let's see how many of you can do this. Let's just wait for few more participants so that we can have the next question. This is very simple and a basic one. Let's just say how many of you can answer this one first. Then I'll explain this one. Then we'll move to the next question. One more thing, you need not to give any explanation for this particular question. You can answer it directly. Let's just wait for a few more to join. Hi Kushagra, hi, thanks for joining. We have one user who has given the answer. I think Pinky has given it as 5 plus 3 by 2. You can give a simplified answer, Pinky, for this one. 7.5 is not the right answer, guys. You can check your logic. Might be you just made a typo error or just a bit of calculation error. Guys, once I'm going to have like at least 3 to correct answer from 3 to 5 users, then we'll move to the next question. Siddesh said 14. Siddesh, 14 is not the right answer. Ant se Aram said 7.5. Guys, how you are getting it as 7.5? 7.5 is not the right answer. No one has given the correct answer till now. Please check your logic. Alright, we have Kushagra. Kushagra said 6.5. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, Black Avenger has given the correct answer also. Kushagra has already given the correct answer. But why the others are getting it as 7.5? Let me just explain this, because this is just a warm-up question. We are going to have the next question. Lofty said 65. I hope he missed a decimal there, right? Siddesh 6.5. Now you are correct. Okay, let's see. We are going to follow the BODMAS here, or we can say PEMDAS, right? So as per BODMAS, we'll follow the division and the bracket first, right? The round bracket is going to get solved. So for that, I'll be solving this first. 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. 4 plus 32 will become 36. So at this place, you are going to have root of 36. Root of 36 will become 6 only, right? So you will be having 6 into 1 by 4, which on simplification will give you 3 by 2. So this all bracket on simplification will become 3 by 2, and you have 5 along with this. So 5 plus 3 by 2 is nothing but 6.5, or we can say 13 by 2, right? So both are the right answers. 14 is not the correct answer. Ambitious, I don't know why you are getting it as 14. I hope that makes sense. 6.5 is the right answer. Alright, shall we move to the next question? Ambitious, if you have any doubt, you can ask me how you are getting it as 14, because correct answer is 6.5. We'll move to the next question then. Correct answer for this one is 6.5. Alright, let's have the next question. A good one. We have this question. Just confirm, is it visible to you guys? Yes. So we need to solve for the yellow portion, area of the yellow region, that is this one. You are given with a few of the dimension. Each of the portion is given, and along with that you are given with the area. Like for this purple one or a blue one, the area is 14 centimeter square. For the green one, it is 10 centimeter square. For this red one, it is 18 centimeter square. And you need to solve for this region, area of this particular region. Let's see how you are going to. Black Avenger has already given the correct answer and along with the correct approach. Now for this particular question, guys, I need the correct explanation as well as the correct answer. Wait a minute, let me just reduce its size because I hope it's not visible to you guys. Screen, is it visible to everyone? All the dimensions are visible. Just check. Yes, I'm just doing that. Wait a minute. Now it is perfectly fine, I think. Right? We have Anand Jaswal set 330. Black Avenger, I think now it's visible. Just refresh your screen. Anand Jaswal has given the answer as 330. 330 is not the correct answer, and if it would have been correct also, then also I'm not going to say whether it is correct or not, because you have not given any explanation for this. Vishal says 8. Vishal, we need to solve for the area, not for the length. I want area, and along with the correct we have Adi. Adi, writing the answer too many times, don't spam the comment section. I'm not going to spare this. Don't rewrite the answers again and again. Until unless you are not going to give the explanation, I'm not going to take your name. I need the explanation along with the answers. 24 centimeter square, we have Sayyid Muhammad. 24 centimeter square, he has given the answer. But what about the explanation? I need an explanation. Just let me know what are the dimensions for this rectangle. That would be enough. Or else I am going to explain for sure. Vishal Bundel said 24. Guys, I need the correct explanation along with the correct answers. Let's see how many of you can do this. No one has given the correct explanation till now. Black Avengers has given the correct answers. Okay, he has given the correct dimensions also. 8 into 3. Okay, I got you. What about others? 5 plus 3 into 3. Yes, is Vishal. Alright guys, so we do have enough of the users who has given the correct answers. Let's just see how we are going to solve this, right? For a rectangle, if there is a rectangle, to calculate its area, we do need its length and breadth only, right? So what about this? This 5 is already given. We need this much of length. This much portion length is required, correct? Now if I'm going to see this one, this rectangle, this 18 centimeter square rectangle, this is 4 already, and this much is 2, which means this entire length is 6, and as its area is 18, so its width is going to be 3, so that it is going to give 18 to us. 6 into 3 would be 18. So if this width is 3, it means this is going to be 3. So this much is 5. So entire length is going to be 5 plus 3, 8. So we have the length as 8. This is 8. And what about the width? For width, I'm going to look on this one. Look at this. This one is saying like 2 centimeters. And the area is given as 10. Right? That means the length must be, this length must be 5. So that it is giving us 10. 5 to the 10. Right? So if this entire length is 5, this much portion is 3, the remaining this one would be 2 only, which means that this area is 14, so the entire length is going to be 7 into 14. So this up to here it is 4, so the remaining one would be 7 minus 4, which is 3. So the length of the yellow portion is 8 and the width is 3. So the area is going to be 8 into 3, length into width, which is 24, and as the units are in centimeters, so we are writing it as centimeter square. 24 centimeter square is the right answer, guys. I hope that is pretty much clear to every one of you, and your answers are already correct. So thanks for your answers and logics. Let's just move to the next question without wasting any time further. And let's see how many of you are going to do that. Okay, we do have this question. This question was discussed, I think, in the morning also. I had a session in the morning, and those who were present in the morning, they can give the answer directly. But I do need the correct explanation for this one. We need to solve for the shaded region area, and I'm just waiting for the correct answer. You need not to give the answers in terms of decimals. You can give the answer in terms of pi. Alright, I'm waiting for the participant to give the correct answer. Let's see how many of you can give the answer now. Take your time and try to give the answer in terms of pi or in fraction. You need not to convert it into decimals. Just give the correct answers in terms of pi. Alright, so we have Black Avenger who said 100 pi minus 100 pi by 4 minus 2 into 25 pi by. Okay, the final answer is 50 pi. Avenger has given it as 50 pi. Siddesh is giving it as 75 pi. Okay. I'll wait for a few more. Siddesh, you haven't given your explanation. You're getting the answer as 75 pi. Let's just wait for a few more participants to give the correct answers. $243 participants right now are there. More than 300 participants are concurrent viewers are there, and I have received 2 answers only. Okay, Pinky has given the answer as 50 pi. 2 of the user has given the answer as 50 pi. I'm waiting for few more to give the correct answer. Then only we are going to move to the next question. Let's see how many of you can give it. Pinky has given the correct explanation. I love that, Pinky. Thanks for your explanation. That comments means a lot. When you are giving the explanation, it helps others a lot, like to understand what is your approach. And those who are still figuring it out, they can get it from your comments. Guys, is there anyone to give the answer further, or else I should explain this one? I can see only 3 of the user has given the answers. Sidesh has given it as 75. That doesn't matter. It might be just a calculation error or something else, but at least he tried or has given the answer. Let's just wait for 1 or 2 minutes, then I'll explain. Then we'll move to the next question because it has been 3 minutes already. It's showing that 288 people. For Pinky, for you it is showing 282, but for me it is like 400 concurrent viewers. Right now more than 400 people are watching it and no one has given the correct answer. Okay guys, so let's just not wait for others. Maybe they are not getting it at all, so let me just explain directly. We'll move to the next question. No, it's not an error. Actually, the thing is, for me, as I'm running the live, so I'll get the actual count of the views. You guys are not going to get the actual counts. Okay guys, so let's see how we are going to get. For the bigger circle, for this one, let's just calculate the bigger circle area first, right? The radius for this circle is going to be how much? If this much is 5, this is also going to be 5, so the radius for the bigger circle is 10, right? So the area for the bigger circle is going to be 10 square, right? Pi r square, which is going to be pi r square means pi 10 square. It's going to be 100 pi. So we have the entire area of the circle as 100 pi. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to solve for this quadrant, area of this quadrant, and these two semicircle. Now these two semicircle will together form a circle only, right? So for these two semicircle, I can solve for one circle only, right? Two semicircles will form a circle. So let's say it's going to be pi r square. So pi r square is going to be pi 525 square, so which is going to be 25 pi. So for two semicircle, it's going to be 25 pi. We are going to subtract it from 100. And for the quadrant, it's going to be pi r square by 4. So it's already, the radius for the quadrant also is 10. So the area for the quadrant is going to be pi r square, which is going to be 10 square by 4. 10 square is 100, 100 by 4 is 25 only. So this is also going to be 25 pi. So from the out of 100 pi, we are going to subtract this 25 pi, and my answer is going to be 50 pi. So those who has given the answer as 50 pi, their answers are correct. Alright, so shall we move to the next question then, guys? Let's see how many of you can do this one. We have something different today. Shore is here, Black Avenger is here. Okay. Now for this one, guys, I need a correct explanation along with the correct answer. Let's see how many of you can do this. This is an easy one, not a difficult one. Those who are joining my live session regularly, they are pretty much aware of these kind of questions. It's pretty easy. So do it. I want the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Those who are only giving the answers, I'm not going to entertain those. Porshi, Shubhang, they have given the answer 148. If it's not your first time, then you must know that what is the correct procedure to answer them. I need the correct explanation, a hint, whatever you want to say, a brief explanation, not a detailed explanation. 148, 148, 148. Porsche has given the correct explanation. Black Avenger has given the correct explanation. Thanks for those. Thanks for that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shubhang has given the correct explanation. Shore has given the correct explanation. Well done, guys. Well done, guys. 148, 148, 148. Alright, guys. I think most of you has given the 148. 16 Mayank is not the right answer. Only Mayank has given the answer as 16. Or else everyone has one more. Italni has said 85. 85 was not the right one. Taylor said 16. Guys, how you are getting it as 16? I was about to skip the explanation, but you guys are giving the answer as 16 now. I have to give the explanation for that then. Okay, let's just see. I don't know why you are getting it as 16. For any one of you who are getting the answer as 16, can you please let me know that what is your approach, how you are getting it as 16? Okay, I'll explain. Just see. For left hand side we need not to do any changes, but for 81, can I write 81 as 3 raised to power 4, because 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 is 81, and along with that we do have this 3 also, so this will be rewritten as this, like this, 3 raised to power 4, and along with this we have 3. So we do follow the exponents rule, basic of the exponent rule. This is going to be 4 3s are 12, so this will be 3 raised to power 12. Now as the bases are same, we can equate the powers, we can equate the exponents directly, right? So what I'm going to get, I'll be writing it as root of x minus 4 as 12, squaring both sides, so x minus 4 is going to be 12 square, this will be 144, and on adding 4 both sides, I'll be getting the answer as 148. So 16 is not the right answer, 148 is the correct answer, guys. I hope that is pretty much clear to every one of you. And we have Aradhya said 148, 148, 148, 148. Yes. Mayank, how 81 raised to power 3 is 2 raised to power 12? It's going to be 3 raised to power 12. Why you are writing it as 2? How could 81 is a multiple of 2? Yes, it's just a mistake. I hope you got that. Let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do this. I'm going to give you now. See, use all the properties that I have like shown you before in any of the previous session. We have discussed everything, each and every property. Hi Adansh, welcome. Alright, so we do have this question in which we need to solve for x, y and z. Now for those who were saying like this was an easy one, this was an easy one, and easy, I would name this for sure Avengers as you are saying it. Let's just name all the points. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is P, this is Q, let's say PR, and this point is at intersection, this is M. Instead of like using red, I'll be using something else because that everything is in red only, right? So let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is P, this is R. You need to solve for X, which is here, Y, which is here, and Z. Don't assume anything. X is 5, wrong. Z is 16, wrong. Y is 42.5, wrong. Don't give anything randomly. I need correct explanation, guys, for this one. This is not going to be easy for each one of you. Z is not 16, guys. Z is not 16. Keep this in your mind. Each one of the variable is going to get solved using some different kind of properties, and I want you guys to understand it. because I have taught you everything in the previous session. We have discussed this. Anyone who is giving the answer for x, y, or z, I need the correct explanation along with the answers. Pinky Shukin, z square is 45 into 6. Eh? No. No, Pinky. Either you are going to give the answer in decimals, or if not possible, then give the answer in square roots. Simplified square root. The question is not clear. The question is pretty much clear. I have just marked everything. We need to solve for x, y, and z. Or else I can erase everything if you want me to do so. If you want me to erase A, B, C, D, whatever the name I have written, y is 65, we said. Karthik said y is 65. Siddesh, what is 85 and 45? 85 is an angle measure of arc PD, and 45 is an angle measure of arc CR. Let's just see how many of you. Black Avenger has given the answer for y is 65. Okay, what about x? X is 5.5 and z is 3 root 40. Alright, so we have z is not 20. Z is not 20. Black Avenger, thanks for your comment. I'll let you know whether it is correct or not. Pinkish Queen, 3 root 30. No, 3 root 30 is not the correct answer. MP into M bar, MD into MC. Okay, MD into LM. I haven't write LM anywhere. That is C. Okay, I got you. This one I wrote it as C, not L. Okay. Yes, there is a property. Right, sure, you are right. Skill issue. I'm just waiting for users. I'll be. Lalit Kumar said hi. Hi Lalit. Can you please give your answer instead of just spreading hi here? Could you please give the answer for this particular question, Lalit? I have many skill issues. Alright, just guys, just focus on the problem. I need the value of x, y, and z along with the correct explanation. I don't need the answers only. Till now, only one of the user has given the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Karthik is quite near to the correct answer, but what about the value of the z? I need z also. I forgot that identity. No, I am the problem. Yeah, that could be a very big problem. I can see that. Pinky, I forgot that identity. Don't worry, Pinky. We'll be discussing that soon. But let's just these guys brush up their mind right now. Because if I'll give an easy one, they'll say this is very easy. Give us the next one. Now let's have this. Enjoy the problem. I'm waiting for the answers. Which angle is y? Angle y is the angle formed by the two chords at the intersection. It's Gobrando says, Lalit, I can fix you. So Lalit, you have a mechanic for you, I think. Adyansh, y is PMD. Yes, Adyansh, you are right. Guys, just solve this. I need the answer for z. No one has given the answer for z right now. Alright, we have Sony who said x is equal to 5.4 and z is equal to 3 root. Yes. Black Avenger has given the correct approach. we have one more user set sh1a2w3n4. It would be better if he has given his correct username. I was just scrolling around and shit, I have entered in a different universe. Welcome you guys. Karthik said x is equal to 65 degree, y is equal to 5.4 and z is equal to 6 root 3. Karthik, your answer for z is wrong. Pinky, your answer for y is correct. Along with your explanation, I know that you are aware of this identity. We have been discussing this problem since like 4-3 lives. Guys, just let me know when you will be giving up. If you are going to say that you gave up, then I'll come in and I'll let you know. Just write you are done, or else I'm going to give you 2-3 minutes more to solve this, or else you can give up. That is 126. That is not 126. We have SH1 who says gave up. Okay. Anyone else? Because we have multiple users who has given correct answer for X, who has given correct answer for Y, but no one is there to give the correct answer. Instead, 1 or 2 users were there only. I would recall their name. Lalit has already given up. Alright guys, so let me just come in to help you guys, and let's just understand the problem from very basics. And we'll start from the value of x, for which most of the user has already given the correct answer. Listen to me very carefully. If there is a circle and it has 2 of the chords intersecting inside it, right? Then the product of the segments formed are equal. Product of the segments formed are equal. Here it is x, 10, 9 and 6. So product of the segment is going to be 10 into x, 10x, and this one is 9 into 6, 10 into x. Hello guys, am I audible guys? 10 into x and 9 into 6. So 10 into x is 10x, 9 into 6 is 54, and your answer for x is going to be 54 upon 10, which gives you 5.4. So your x is 5.4. That is correct. Black Avenger has given the answer for each and every variable, and that answer was correct. Thank you Lalit for confirming. X is equal to 5.4. We are done with x. Now next, we'll solve for the value of y. Y is given here. Let me just remove everything. I don't need this name actually. Okay, this is y, right? We need the value of y. This is the angle measure. There is another theorem we have discussed in one of our lives, and I give such problems every day also, right? Let's see, if we have 2 intersecting chords, then the theorem says the angle formed at intersection, which is y here, the angle formed at intersection is y. The angle formed at intersection is equal to sum of the angle measure of the intercepted arcs, half of the sum of the these are the intercepted arcs. So here the intercepted arc measures are 85 and 45. So the y is going to be half of the sum of these arcs. Sum of these arcs is 85 and 45. So half of 85 and 45 is going to be what? 85 plus 45 is 130. So half of 130 is nothing but 65 degree. That's it. So what is y? This is by using the intercepted arc form, or we can say intersecting chords theorem for intercepted arcs. This is the theorem. So y is half of the sum of 85 and 45. That's it for y. So we are done with the y, we are done with the x. The value of x is 5.4, the value of y is 65. Now let's solve for the value of z, for which most of you has given the wrong answer. Only 2 to 3 people has given the correct answer. Let's see. Taylor, you were saying, asking something. Let me just, I thought 85 is the angle of y. No, 85 would be an angle for y, but that is only possible when the chords are going to intersect at the center. If the intersection, this point of intersection is the center of the circle, then this y would be 85 or y could be 45 also, but then the both sides the angle must be same. But as we can see that the angles are not same, how this could be possible, right? What is 85? 85 is the arc measure. This, if let's say this is AB, this is the arc measure, angle arc measure of AB, which actually means if there would be a center of the circle, let's say here is the center of the circle, then the angle at the center, angle subtended by this arc at the center would be 85. That's what it means. Taylor, you got that? Taylor, am I clear? Angle subtended, the arc 85 means if we are going to have the center, then the angle subtended by this arc at the center would be 85. That's what it means. All right, let's just see the value for the z. Now for z, if I'm going to see, we have discussed this for z also. We have discussed one of the problem yesterday only, which says if there is a circle and we do have a tangent here, right? Like z is the tangent to this circle, correct? And from the same external point we are having a tangent, and along with that we have a secant also. So we can see we are having a secant. This is a secant and this is a tangent. So what does the theorem say? That the square of the length of the tangent, is z. So z square is going to be equal to the length of the secant. Length of the secant is this entire length, right? Length of the secant is how much? 9 plus 6 plus 6, which is going to be 9 plus 6 15 plus 6 21. So length of the tangent, product of the length of the tangent with its external segment. I'm repeating one more time. For a tangent secant theorem, the square of the length of the tangent, that is z square, is equal to the product of the length of the secant with its external segment. So external segment is this much portion only, which is lying outside the circle. So external segment length is 6 only. So this is going to be 126. So z square is equal to 126, which on simplification will give you square root of 126. And square root of 126, if you are going to simplify, you will be getting it as 3 root 14. So this was your z, your x was 5.4 and the y was 65. I hope that is clear to every one of you. And I had made enough of my vocal use here to explain this to you guys. Not an issue, Taylor. We are going to learn something new every day. We have discussed this thing in one of my live sessions. Not one of my live sessions. Regularly we are discussing such kind of problems. Black Avengers, thank you very much. Kapil, Z was not root 90. I hope that is clear to you now. Welcome, Lalit. Okay, shall we move to the next one? Are you guys ready for the next one? So this question, okay, you were here for the first time. All right, not an issue then. Welcome, Taylor. We are going to have these live sessions regularly. So daily you are going to learn something new about the circle, about geometry, about algebra. Let's go then. I'm so excited when you guys are so into the session, like you guys participate. I love that. Let's just have another one. And See, let's see. We need to solve for the shaded region area. You guys need to, I have changed the screen. You can refresh if the diagram has not changed. Okay. This much length is 4. This much is 4. And these widths are 2 centimeter. You need to solve for the shaded region area. Thank you, Lalit. Thank you so much for that. Means a lot. Lalit, you are not giving any answer to any of the question. I'm waiting for the answers from your side. Guys, we need to solve for the shaded region area. Yes, you can solve this in 20 seconds. Yes, it's very simple. Look, we have answers 10 pi, 10 pi, 10 pi. For those who are giving the answer as 10 pi, I would really love to know their approach. Porsche has given it as 10 pi, correct. Porsche has given the explanation also. I love that. 10 pi. Okay, my participants are getting intelligent day by day. Yes, Taylor, you are right. When you are doing this stuff 24/7, then you might be able to do so. You are correct. But this problem is an easy one. At the first look, it looked like it's a difficult one, but it's not actually. We can see that the shaded area is just like the half of the area of the bigger circle. Yes, 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 you are right. I'm going to tell that only. Let's just wait for a few more users to give the correct answer. Then I'm going to give the correct explanation. Yes, the figures is symmetrical, so the area is half of the big. Correct. Well done, guys, well done. Porsche has given the correct explanation. Thank you, Porsche. Yes, imagine, you need to imagine that you have flipped the left part to the right, or vice versa. We can do the same. Alright, Pinky has given the correct answer, 10 pi. Porsche has given the correct answer. We do have Karthik who has given the correct answer. Sony has given the correct answer. Karthike, Pinky, SS2004, Shaurya. Alright, so let me just give the explanation for those who has not given the answers. We have more than 200 viewers right now along with us, but only 5 to 6 people has given the correct answer. I have also given the correct explanation. You didn't take my name. Sure, I might missed your comment maybe. Yes, sure, I read it, but I have taken your name that you have given the correct answer. Sure, thanks for that explanation. Okay, guys, Taylor, especially for you. Now see here, we are just thinking it of like one part is shaded this side, another part is shaded this side. Let's not imagine like this, ki this part is shaded this side. Let's just switch this part. So this is going to get shaded. Now I'm going to switch this part also, and I'll be shading this one. So what I'm going to get? I'm going to get this shaded area only. This much area is only the shaded area. That's what I need to calculate. That's it. So from the bigger circle area, I'm going to subtract the smaller circle, and then I'm going to make half of it. That's it. That's all right, sure. No need to be sorry about that. So the area of the bigger circle is going to be, the radius is 4 plus 2, 6. It's going to be 36 pi. Minus the smaller circle, it's going to be 16 pi. And for this area, we need to do half of it. So it's going to be 36 pi minus 16 is 20, 20 pi by 2, which is going to give you 10 pi. And for those who has given the answer in 10 pi in just like few seconds, that is commendable. Thank you guys for those comments and explanation. The correct answer is 10 pi. Let's just move to another question. And we have discussed this question for my like previous user, the participants, like we have Black Avenger and few more. They might be aware of this problem because I have discussed this so many of time. One of my favorite problem. But let's see how many of you can do this. We have this problem where we need to calculate the blue shaded region area. We are given with two of the side lengths here, and we need to calculate the blue shaded area. One is a triangle and another is not a rectangle. This is a triangle this time, pinky. And there is a semicircle. We need to find the area of the semicircle in order to get the correct answer. We'll be solving for the area of the triangle and we will subtract the area of the semicircle out of it to get the correct answer. And now let's see how many of you can do this problem. Take your time. For those who are aware, because we have discussed this problem already in most of my session, they can give their correct answers along with the explanations, and rest all can think about it. Alright, Rohit, not an issue. I'll be explaining it soon. Or else I'm not going to explain because this is going to be a hectic one for me. The space is less. I have already uploaded this question. The solution of this question is already there on my channel. You guys can go there and watch my video. There is a video on the channel for this particular question only. You guys can go and check it out. I have shown one of the correct approaches. However, there are multiple approaches to this question. We can use trigonometry, we can use similar triangles properties, we can use the basics of like geometry using the circles, theorems and tangent theorems, and Pythagoras obviously. This have with something the same point of intersection. You can do any construction if you want to, but if you are still not going to get it, you can watch the video. There is a video on the channel already. Go and check it out. Frost craft is given the answer as 4 minus pi, which is not the correct answer for this question. 4 minus pi is the another question we have discussed in one of the previous sessions. I'll be sharing that also, but not today maybe. We'll discuss that question again. Whatever the question I'm discussing, because every day my audience is different. So I have to bring back the same questions again and again. Sure is saying like 24 minus 4.5 pi. Yes, sure, your answer is correct, but we do need the correct explanation along with the correct answers. That's how we work. Alright, so Porsche has used the property of similar triangles, I think. Yes, he got the correct radius. Pinkish king 8 minus pi. 8 minus pi is not the right answer. Frost graph 8 minus pi is not the right answer. By drawing the perpendicular from the center. Yes, sure, your explanation is correct. You can equate it. It's in numbers. Yes, you can write it in numbers. You can give the answer up to 2 decimal places. That is also fine. But or else you can give the answer in terms of pi. That is also correct. We have two of the users who has given the correct answer already, Posh and Shaurya, and both of them has given the different approach. Shaurya has given the approach which I have discussed in the video. However, Posh has used the approach of the similar triangle. I'll wait for 2 to 3 comments more, and I will not be explaining it here because I need to do the construction and all this. This is going to be a lengthier one, so you guys can check out the video. There is a video on the channel. So we'll move to the next question directly, right? Shall we move to the next one directly? Those who are not getting it, they can go through the video. There is a video on the channel. The only task is to solve for the radius of the semicircle. Rest everything is very much simple. Yes, Porsche, I got that already. That was just a typo error. I can understand that. We'll move to the next question then. Your explanation is correct. Shall we move to the next question? Pinky said yes. 24 minus 4.5 pi. Aniket, your answer is correct. For those who are still not getting it, they can go through the video. There is a video on the channel. Alright guys, we'll move to the next question then. We have King Boomstar who said it's easy. It is 24 minus 4.5. Okay. Let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do this one. Here, this is from the circles. Every time, yes, Pinky, what you are asking, like, is it easy? Viewers asking from King Boomstar. Yes, so it could be easy for others, depending upon how overconfident they are. So, this is the next question, guys. We need to solve for the value of x, and I hope this is not going to be a difficult one for you guys, as we have discussed one of this question earlier also. And for my regular participant, this is going to be a easy one. We have discussed this before also, Pinky. So let's see how many of you can do this. Pinky, if you are using the arc method, okay. Black Avenger has given the correct explanation for the previous question. That is correct, okay. Isn't it just 60? I'll let you know whether it is 60 or not once you are going to give the explanation that why you are getting it as 60. Aniket said 65. Aniket, 65 is not the right answer. Alright, Pinky has given the correct explanation already because Pinky is very much aware of this question. We have discussed this question in the previous session also, right? Or else most of the participants don't give the answer for this question. Posh has used the approach that we have discussed in one of the previous questions. That's correct. All right. Yes, regularly, day by day, we are going to improve. Posh has given the correct explanation. Pinky has given the correct explanation. Both has used the different approaches. Yes, that's correct. GM fan page, it's not 40. 40 is incorrect. Black Avenger has given the correct answer. That is also correct. Alright. Alright. 40. 40 is not the right answer. Okay, I'll explain, guys, and after this we are going to have the last session for today's session, and I'll give you two methods. One, we have discussed this today only, like if we have a circle and there are intersecting chords, then the angle formed at intersection is half of the angle of the intercepted arcs. So for this x, this is same as the angle formed at the intersection, and this AD is one of the arc and the another arc is going to be BC. Now what about the BC arc? We are given with the angle measure, like we have a chord and a tangent, and the angle between chord and tangent is given to us as 40. So then this BC is going to be twice of this 40. This is the theorem. So angle measure of arc BC is 80. This is 40. So we can solve for x. X is going to be half of 40 plus 80. So 40 plus 80 is nothing but 120, and half of 120 will give you 60 degree. This is one of the approaches where we can solve and get the answer as 60 degree. Second approach, which I usually like explain to my students, like this is a tangent, we know that, and we can see this CD is the chord which is perpendicular to this, and we know radiuses or diameter are perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact, which means this CD is nothing but this is a diameter, and which further means this CD is dividing the circle in two equal halves. So this is the one half, this is the semicircle, and this one is also a semicircle. So what we can do, we know that the angle subtended by a semicircle is 180 degree. So if this much is 40 degree, how much this is going to be? This is going to be, remaining one is going to be 140. Now if this arc AC is 140, this is representing the angle subtended by the arc at the center, and we know the angle subtended by the arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference. So if this is 140, this is going to be half of it, so this is 70. Similarly, if I'm going to look here, this is 90, this much is 40, we can solve for this particular angle, which is going to be 50 degree. So in this triangle we have the two of the angles, we can solve for the x using the angle sum property. So 50 plus 70 is also going to be 120, and you can solve for the value of x as 60 degree. So these are the two approaches that we can use. I hope that is pretty much clear to every one of you. Now we'll move to the next question and the last question for today's session. Is there any question or any kind of doubt if you guys have in this particular question before moving to the next one? Yes, Pinky, I remember that. I already mentioned in the yesterday that I am going to make a video, but that doesn't mean that I am going to upload the video next day or I'm going to make the video. I'm just collecting all of the data and creating all of the diagrams. So I'll put it in one video and then I'll upload that video for sure. That would not be in this channel. I will be uploading that on my other channel. So let's just see the next question and the last question for today's session. And okay, let's have this one. We have very few users right now. Just give the answer in terms of pi, guys. It's clear. We need to solve for the shaded region area. And this is given as the area of this square is given to you as 9 centimeter square. This square is given to you as 9 centimeter square. You need to solve for the area of the shaded region. Let's see how many of you can do this. We'll be discussing this question in one of the upcoming sessions also, don't worry, because the viewers are falling right now. We have the user like said 9 by 4. Okay, I got it. 9 by 4 pi square plus 4.5. That's correct. But just share your approach. Porsche has given it like 4.5 plus 2.25 pi. Okay. Guys, I need the approach also. Like, we're doing great. One on the same thing. 9 by 4 means 2.25 only. That's correct. Sony said 9 into. Okay, that's also correct. Sony's Karthik has given the correct answer. SS has given the correct answer. That's great to see that my users are getting so much active day by day. They're giving the correct answer. Find the area of the quarter circle, then the area of the triangle, then add it. Yes, that's what we know already. Yes, in the last question you guys got active so much, but for the starting one, I don't know why you guys were not giving answers. When I say like this is going to the last question, then you guys put all of the energy together. Murphy is correct. Black Avenger has given the correct answer. Alright guys, so I don't think there is a need of explanation here. This is pretty much obvious. I'm not going to give the explanation. This is 9 centimeter square, so the side of this square is obviously going to be 3, right? So as they are marked equal, so this is also going to be 3. You can solve for the area of the quadrant, which is going to be pi r square by 4, so it's going to be 9 pi by 4. And for the triangle, it's going to be half into base into height, which is half into 3 into 3, so it's going to be 9 by 2. So all of you has given the correct answers in this format only. Few of you has written this as 2.25, which is also correct. Few of you has taken 9 as common, that is also correct. So every one of you has given the correct answer, and that's commendable for this question. Like, your speed is increasing day by day. I am personally enjoying this, because previously what was happening, that I was coming up with at least 10 questions, and you guys were doing able to do only 3 to 4 questions in 1 hour. And now it has been like, you guys keep on doing and asking for the next question, next question, and next question. That's commendable. So I don't know when it already has been more than 1 hour, but I didn't get to know. So I'm not going to explain, proceed to explain. Okay, Pinky, you're asking, yes. Pinky, this is because I know that few of the audience are there. If out of 200 people, 3 to 7 people are given the answer, has given the answer, and those two are the fixed one. So I have to do care about others, those who are still like watching the stream and they are not even asking the question. So I give hints for them. All right, guys, that's all for today. So thank you very much for joining. I hope to see you in the next session. That this was a lovely one of the lovely session today I had, and I personally enjoy this one. I hope you guys have also enjoyed this. So we are going to have some next question. We are going to come up with the new formats. Yes, Black Avenger has been more than 1 hour already. So this is the end of the session. This was the last question. We have already discussed 7 questions. Alright guys, then have a good day. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow.